So I'm kind of sick. So my voice is a little fucky. Hopefully, I can be clearly heard. So, let's see. So I'm fairly comfortable with where the ANT hybrid list is, and that's the one that I've been playing a lot. I got a tournament coming up this weekend that I think I'm going to play that at, just because it's the one I feel most comfortable with. But I've been thinking about another sort of list lately, and that's basically a smushing together of everything. So you can see this one's got 3 Burning Wishes, 2 Doomsdays, 4 Infernal Tutors, 2 Draw 4s, 10 Girls and Piff. No preordains at all because I need to make room for something somehow. And so this is almost like an Burning ANT Doomsday kind of hybrid. Sideboard's just a wish board and then some basic anti-hate kind of slots. Sideboard's up in the air a little bit, but I've been wanting to give a list like this a try, just kind of throw everything together, a fucking storm surprise. See how it goes. So, figure I'll play a couple fucking games with it. What is up with this? Is it just that? Oh, lovely. Okay. No one in the queues right now. How much do I got? 3 event tickets, 40 play points. I got a few queues I could play. Maybe I'll try queuing up to see how long it takes for somebody to get on my dick here. While I'm waiting, I'll go back. Take another look here. So, talk about why I've been wanting to do a list like this. So one of the biggest things that I didn't like about the Piff ANT hybrid list was that I couldn't. Sometimes it didn't feel like a Doomsday deck. Like I wasn't winning with Doomsday all that much. So this list, the 3 Burning Wishes give you same number of Doomsdays in the main deck, and then the 3 Burning Wishes give you better access to the Doomsday in the board. The other thing that I didn't like about the Piff list was that I felt like it couldn't properly capitalize on openings that your opponent gave you or that you created. Oh, it looks like I got a match. And so I sort of remedied that by playing Ad Nauseam, and that's alright. But sometimes I think, but this one can do that with Empty the Warrens, which may be better. Yes, I'd like to play Verse. Sorry, I'm still coughing a lot. I'm going to keep this list. And this looks like it's going to want to try to go off with maybe Empty the Warrens, or potentially a Doomsday or something. It's going to depend a lot on what I can draw. I'm going to get a little aggressive and lead off with the Underground Sea and Duress, I think. I suppose I could start Underground Sea Bauble. I think I'm going to do Underground Sea Duress. Let's see what we're up against. So we're up against this deck, but they kept a 7 that's not going to do anything until turn 3. So I'm probably going to need to fetch a basic Swamp with the Bloodstained Mire. But it's looking like I hopefully won't be punished too bad for fetching that Underground Sea. And taking their Fire Conflicts is going to make our golems a little better. But I am going to need to draw into a little gas, and that's fairly gaseous. So that'll help. Ooh, the Doomsday makes things a little interesting, though. Actually, Doomsday makes things very interesting. Potentially very interesting. So, if I play the bauble now on this turn, like I'm gonna put the back ponder, then the mire, I think. If I go swamp, bauble, then next turn I can go land, ritual, doomsday, tap bauble to draw an LED, and then burning wish for the draw 4. I should be able to win off that, assuming I don't get chalice or something here, which is possible. But it looks like it's gonna be a no. Alright. So this should be plenty of storm. Ritual doomsday. And so my pile is gonna be LED, petal, ritual tendrils. Top of my library. So the only one that matters is the top card here. I'll tap to draw. I'm not gonna put anything on the bottom. Not that it really matters here. Cast petal. Cast LED. Cast burning ritual priority. Make 3 black. And grab this cruel bargain. So there's your exactsies, and we're fairly lucky that our opponent kept a dick ass hand. Fucking. Okay. I'm gonna try not to do that too much. Fortunately, I have this handy dandy mute button. So yeah, opponent didn't really have much in the way of like actual disruption. So he kind of just got to kill them, but the deck seemed like it goldfished pretty well. So, you know, not too much to complain about there. Now, I definitely want to bring in these 4. Echoing Truths and the Hercules. Arguably, I want to bring in the Chain of Vapors too. One thing I'm not sure about is if I want empties, extra empties. I kind of inclined to say no, because since they saw the Burning Wish, I think they're gonna read empty and not want to like cut Fiery Confluences and stuff. And so, like, empty is a fine plan regardless of Fiery Confluence, but I don't want to lean into it more than necessary. So, the real question is, do I cut or do I bring in the chains? So I'm going to cut these 4 duresses. And then that's a good start. But do I want to cut anything else? Like, I could cut a ponder for 1 chain, or even a couple ponders for chains. Part of me actually wants to like cut Past in Flames for an empty, or I could cut a Doomsday, or like maybe 1 Infernal Contract. That might actually be a better plan. Cut 1 Infernal for an empty, just so I can Infernal Tutor for it. And then maybe I'll just try that. I think it's important to have all your Cabal rituals, but I could conceivably cut a ponder for a chain or something. Or even like Thoughtseize for chain. They're going to be on the, since they're on the play, I think the discard is worse. So maybe I'll just cut both thoughts, use this for chains. Like, maybe the right thing to do on the draw is to assume I'm just going to get locked out, cut all my discard. Oof. Okay, I hope you people aren't hearing that. Huh. I don't know about this hand. I feel like this hand doesn't do much unless their plan is to go for Blood Moon right off the bat, you know? I know. They kept 7, so they probably just have Chalice. I think I want to mull this. I'm going to keep that and put that on top for sure. Because I might be able to fire off an empty with that. I mean, I can definitely, I think, I won't be able to turn one empty. But are they not doing anything? Oh, mountain, okay. Okay. Well, this hand's probably still okay. Excuse me. Down with the sickness. I guess let me count. So 3, 4. Yeah, I'm short on emptying now. So I'm just gonna pass. I don't know what their hand could be. Like, I feel like keeping 7 is just not good enough if that was their hand. Maybe they're gonna moon here. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go fetch my basic swamp. But the Magus of the Moon is actually not that big a threat right now. Since now that I've got this basic, like, and it's almost some incentive to wait a little while. And actually, I need to get these lands out of my hand now that I think about it. So, because I'm not going to get hellbent. Although, this changes things. Because now I could go Ritual, Ritual, Infernal for a Lotus Petal. Maybe I can't do that yet. Ritual put me up to 4, 5. Infernal. 3, Lotus Petal put me. Yeah, I would need to wait one more turn to do that. I suppose I could Infernal for Lotus Petal now, or Infernal for another Ritual, but I also don't want to get locked out by a Chalice or something. I don't know. I think I'm just going to pass again. Oh, they just don't fucking have anything. And attacked. I also don't want to walk some goblins into a fiery confluence, you know? What's in my board? Do we have Cruel Bargain, Dark Petition, Infernal Contract, the discard to the board, which is an interesting proposition. Let's see what I draw. Another Infernal Tutor. So now if I go like Cabal Ritual, start off with a Cabal Ritual, and then Infernal Tutor for another Dark Ritual. Let me think. So Cabal Ritual, Infernal Tutor for Dark Ritual, Dark Grit, Dark Grit. I could Infernal Tutor for another Dark Ritual right now. just really wary of walking a bunch of goblins into a fire confluence. So, with 6 cards in hand, I almost want to just wait another turn. Cabal Ritual, Infernal for Dark Rit. Dark Rit, Infernal for Dark Rit. Rit. Wish. Alright, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So I'm like 1 storm short of just straight up killing right now. I almost want to just pass again. But I also don't want to draw a freaking cantrip. I don't know here. I don't fucking know. Can I get Hellbent somehow? Like, I almost think I could wish for... I'm doing something and it's ill-advised and not fully thought out right now. Don't do this at home. They could also have, like, fucking Mind Break Trap or something. You just don't know. So, like, I could play the other ritual. Burning Wish for a draw 4 is an option. I could just go for the empty, but, like, they've got to be holding the Fiery Confluence, you know? I guess if I go for empty now, I still have the Infernal. I can try and go off with Passing Flames. That's probably an okay option. Because, like, this is going to be a lethal number of goblins. So I just need a little bit more mana to try and make a Passing Flames kill work. Use Burning ability. So... it's possible they don't have a 4th land for their... or 4th mana for their Fire Confluence. Now if I can peel like an LED or something, I can try and make some magic happen. More likely than not, I'm just going to walk right into the Fiery Confluence, though. Nope, just a normalized Blood Moon. Okay. That's a good start. That means that I can get an attack in here. Lotus Petal's a decent draw. Part of me wants to just tutor up the Pith now, since I have the opportunity. Because it's gonna be lethal once I get the extra mana for it, I think. I'm gonna attack first, though, for sure. So you get your block there. So they must not have had the Fiery Confluence if they played, or they must not have had the extra land if they played it. Alright, so I'm going to Lotus Petal, and I'm going to cast Infernal Tutor right now, and I'm going to get Past the Flames. That way, as soon as I get another mana source, I can go for... I should be able to Tendrils out of my grave, I think. Assuming they don't drop a Chalice or 3-ball or whatever. But this basically gives me a backup plan if they manage to deal with the goblins. They shouldn't be able to deal with the goblins and drop... Well, they could drop a Chalice on 0, I suppose, but that's not going to do anything about the Piff plan. So I don't think they can beat both the goblins and the Piff, assuming I can draw my next mana source this turn. So there's the Fiery Confluence I was worried about, but I was fortunate to get an attack in. Oh, if they destroy my Lotus Petal, that could be annoying. I'd have to draw a Ritual, like not just any mana source would do. A Ritual, or I suppose I suppose an LED would suffice here. So, and unfortunately, a lot of my rituals are already in the grave. Well, that's a good draw because it. Excuse me. It's a permanent mana source that I can use to work towards my plan here. I just need to not get locked out, is basically what it's coming down to. Chalice on 0? We're getting a Chalice on something else now? Oh, PA Kieran. Okay, I'm safe for now. Obviously, the Chalice on 0 makes LED and fuck is it called? LED and another Lotus Petal is crappy mana sources, but any ritual or another land here will work. I just need to not... I probably need it this turn. Ponder is not good enough, because I can't make that color mana. So I'm just going to pass, but I think I'm just dead. They have enough mana to shoot me down, right? Maybe not? I don't know. It may be short. Oh wait, that's 8 damage? No, 6 damage. And then they can shoot me once. So I guess I get another turn. But that's another turn they can potentially lock me out of the game, too. Well, this game is close. Oh, I just get Fiery Confluence. Okay. Alright. Well, that was close, but, you know, shit happens. Alright, so on the play, I'm taking these out, and I think I'm going to take out some Ponders, because I want to bring some of my discard back in. Although I kind of do want to... I want to have some access. Like, part of me wants to have access to Infernal Tutor for Empty the Warrens. So, I'm going to cut a Doomsday for the Empty, I think. I'll try that. So, I'd like to play first. Ugh. This is the kind of hand I hate. Because it's slow. Yeah, I'm going to mull this. This hand's not great either, but I think I want to keep it. Bottom that. Because this one at least looks like it's going to do something. The problem is that if they have more than one Blood Moon effect, I'm going to get fucked and locked out here. So, that hand's not great. Like, they're looking to just make a move quick here. So I'm going to take the Rabble Master. And Then next turn I'll probably duress again and take Chandra. And then I'm just going to try and build up a hand that can go off. And I have the Hercules Recall for protection. That was a really questionable hand from them. Because like it doesn't even play the Rabble Master on turn 1. Yeah, nothing new. I'll take Chandra. I'd really love to be able to get my basic island before they moon me. But so I could fucking Rabble Master. Okay. I kind of want to just chain it. Like to buy myself a turn. I guess now would be the time to chain it, right? I'm gonna die really fast if I don't, is the problem. I think. Since I already thought seize once, it's gonna. Yeah, I'm dead. Ain't no way I'm getting out of this one. Ugh. That's so shitty. A little bit different draw in that last game, and I would have got there, but. Now they got a Chalice on 0. Yeah, I'm gonna need some real fucking good draws, and that is just not cutting it. Alright, I'm just gonna concede. Because I'm not gonna win this. I'm gonna die way too fast. So. I don't know if that was good or bad. I don't. I think the second game was like maybe I could have tried to make my goblins earlier or something, and just won with them instead of getting fiery confluenced. But I don't know. I'd have to look back. I don't remember the situation exactly. But I mean, I think my game plan there was okay. Like once I made the goblins, I got one attack in, just tutoring up the Bastion Flames to try and get the kill. The real issue is that, like, to get Hellbent, I needed to play out the Lotus Petal. But playing out the Lotus Petal opened me up to them buying themselves a turn, potentially buying themselves a turn. I guess I could have top decked Ritual, but anyway, they bought themselves a turn with the Fiery Confluence instead of, like, you know, whatever. Well, let's see. I'll just play a few in the this place. Because like I think the deck list feels okay. I do kind of wonder if maybe that 7 was better in that last game. If I should have just kept that 7. Well, that's a hand. So I'm gonna keep. Can't pass that one up. We'll see how they start. Cavern on Goblin. Interesting. And a Lackey. So I'm now less inclined to make my own goblins because they could potentially flood the board very quickly, make it difficult for me. So, excuse me. So now that I've drawn this Tarn, I'm just going to fetch Basic Island and Ponder because I should still be able to do any Burning Wish shit next turn. This Ponder is probably going to be more valuable to me. Another LED and a Duress. Let me look at my sideboard. So, the third LED might make it so I have enough to think about trying to do something with Dark Petition. I don't have an ad nauseum, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. The other option is to just throw it back. Like, maybe none of those cards are actually any good to me. I think they're not. If I had ad nauseum, I would have kept that. But that's not a good draw, though. Like, duress isn't going to do much for me. Kind of wish I had a draw 7 in my sideboard for matchups like this. Or like you actually just want to win the game. So let's see what they crap out here. Probably a fucking Siege Gang Command or some shit. Okay, just that boy. Thoughtseize. So, I'm really at a loss here. I guess the play is to fetch Badlands and just Burning Wish for Doomsday and hope I draw a cantrip. That seems like it's potentially the most likely to win me the game. I suppose I could Thoughtseize now and pass the turn and hope I draw something. Like, I don't even know. I don't have any. The issue here is that, like, I don't have rituals, and so I can't do a I can't like Burning Wish for Dark Petition and try to Piff loop. So this kind of feels like a shortcoming of the deck right now. Is that I don't have a good game plan when my own Goblin tokens aren't that great. Although the fact that they only got like one creature out kind of makes it look like my Goblin tokens would be okay. At least I get their Matron. So I might get wasted, but if they waste me, they're not playing a spell. They're just going to wacky one of their Gem Palms into play. But on the other hand, it might make more sense. Oh, they got a port. Yeah, so they're just going to play one of their lackeys. I mean, their Gem Palms. And start going for beats. So, like, I'm definitely going to have to make a move now. They're going to lackey the other one in, and I'm going to be dead on board. So, as it stands, it's going to depend a bit on what I draw. But they didn't put anything in. Okay? Seriously, another fucking land? Okay, well, so here's my game plan. So I could Burning Wish for Dark Petition for like, I think I need to get my draw 4. Since I'm dead on board anyway. I think I need to get a draw 4 and just fucking pray to the Elder Gods here. The real question is, I think I need to leave one Lion's Eye Diamond uncracked in case I draw an Infernal Tutor. So that I can get myself Hellbent. suppose another option is to wipe the board. And grab Massacre and wipe the board, but I'm still going to be behind. They're going to have more creatures, so I'm not going to have a hand, and I'm going to be at 7 life. So we are grabbing the Cruel Bargain and casting that bad motherfucker. Give me some juice. Well, that's some juice, but I'm a little shy, I think, of actually just winning here. Still, unfortunately. I can go Ritual. Like, I can go Ritual, Duress, Tutor for Tendrils, but that's still only, that's going to be only 18. I could go for the long shot and tutor up a draw 4. Maybe that's the best play. Just hope to draw even more gas. Like, I don't even know. This just seems like such a fucking long shot. Like, if I get... If I get goblins right now, make 16 goblins. Could have been 17 or 18 if I duressed. Maybe that was a winning line. But like, none of these guys have trample, right? So I would have just had to hope they can't burn me out. But as it is, this is what I'm doing. YOLO. Well, that ain't it. Well, I guess I still have a line here. Not as far off as it looked, but just a bit outside, unfortunately. Very close. Oh well. I probably should have just gone for the goblins. That was probably a mistake. Their hand was a lot more anemic than it could have been. Like if they'd gone Lackey into Siege Gang Commander or Lackey into Matron into Siege Gang Commander, whatever, like there are a lot of ways that could have gone a lot worse for me. Game plan here is I'm just cutting duresses and bringing in those. And that's probably it. I think I actually want to do this. Split the difference. I must be dying. Okay. I think this hand is relatively acceptable. I don't think I can throw it back. Even though it doesn't even actually do that much. But I just don't think I can throw it back. just going to be playing the Delta and passing here. Because I don't want to open myself up to Wasteland or Port. And I'm just going to hope to draw something in the next few turns. So they're starting off with Port and did nothing. Island's a good draw. So now I just need... Well, if they're going to be porting me, that's annoying, but... I need some cantrips or something. So they're playing the Thorn. So now, if I draw... Excuse me, hold on. If I Thorn, or if I chain the Thorn now, and then peel another mana source, Petal or a land or another Dark Ritual, I can win. How many lands are left in the deck? 13 lands, 3 Petals, 4 Dark Rituals. Oh wait, I need a cantrip. And not another mana source. I need a cantrip. There's 9 cantrips. I don't know if that's the play here. Seems like a long shot. I'm gonna wait. I still got the chain. Another land. Another land's a good draw, because now they can port me and I can still get something. So, I'm just gonna keep drawing cards. Oh, they just don't have double Thorn or an Instigator, okay? So they still can't port me here, which is nice. Now, no, I think I want to just wait. I don't want to waste my chain and not have the cantrip. Another freaking land. Huh. I almost wonder if I could make a pass the turn pile. But I would feel too afraid of just dying. The port is rapidly becoming ineffective, though. So, there's that. Wasteland, also ineffective. Here comes the Instigator. What is this? Goblin Trashmaster. Okay. Potentially a little annoying, but... And a Goblin War Chief. Okay. So now they can probably fucking vomit the rest of their hand, maybe? I'm getting to the point where I can, if I draw the cantrip, I can chain on my turn. Well, not with the port. That's fine. Let me just draw the cantrip. Give me something to work with here. Thoughtseize. That ain't fucking it. That fucking ain't it. This ain't going well. So how much is that? 8? So I'm gonna be dead on board if I want to be able to crack these fucking fetch lands. Do they not have anything in their hand? Do you think they're fucking rocking Red Blast or something? Am I gonna get my ass blasted here? Because if I get blasted, I'm dead. Alright. Got that chain out of here. Give me something good. Port me, sure. Not something I care about. What's it gonna be? They're doing this in my upkeep. A little bit annoying. Still not a death sentence. I guess I might as well make them spend the other wasteland. Wish I had another basic, though. What I get here doesn't matter, right? Yep. I still have the pedal as my black source. So if I draw a cantrip, I can still win the game. Unless it's bauble. No, that's not entirely true. So, casting Doomsday is going to put me to 2, and then draw 4 is going to put me to 1, so I can still win unless they have a bolt. Infernal Tutor, I don't think is going to cut it here. I don't think that's going to be good enough. So, I'm going to go Petal, LED, Ritual, Infernal, which is going to give me, leaves me with, I'll have 1 black left, yeah, right? Petal, 2 black left, yeah, I'm dead. Fucking A. I couldn't have just drawn a fucking cantrip, right? I guess that's what I get for having only fucking 8 of them in my deck, but wow. Losing to goblins feels real bad. Alright, I gotta pause for a sec. I gotta make a phone call. Okay. Pleased to see I lost the one viewer that I had while I was gone, as I expected. Sorry about that. Alright, where was I? That's my deck, so I'll just host a new one. Maybe I should change the sideboard a little. Like, I don't know. Throw a freaking, diminishing returns or some shit. In the board for the games like that where I like, I got a shitload of mana and I got nothing to do. Or maybe Ad Nauseam is just a necessary evil and it should just be in the deck somewhere. I don't know what I would cut for it. I guess I could cut one of the draw fours and just play the singleton draw four. It's an option. This hand seems acceptable. So, I'm probably gonna get, oh no, forest. Huh, this could be Nick Fit or something, or it could be elves. I don't really have a good idea, so, but the fetching the basic forest makes me think they probably don't have force spell. So, I think I potentially have a lot to gain from waiting a turn, and I can brainstorm on their end step, and then try and go off on turn 2. Generally, I'm wary of anybody who tells me that an end step brainstorm is a good idea, but we'll find out. Scanning the plains. If I get fucking Thalia here, I'll be mad. Yeah, they fucking rused me good with that basic forest. So this must be Maverick. Not that I really could have done much on my turn, but at least I have the Burning Wish. I can try and get a Massacre. I just need to find another land. Ugh, I got fucked. Alright, I'm just gonna concede. Give them minimal information. And these are the cards I want against this deck. And probably the one Massacre. Gonna cut all the duresses. I feel like maybe this version of the deck, since it's got so many other business spells, benefits less from having multiple. Like, you're not going to need to use the draw fours as an alternate storm engine as often because you are drawing more business spells. And so maybe just the one is fine. Like I can cut the one for an ad nauseum or something. But on the other hand, I feel like this deck is potentially an extremely bad ad nauseum deck. Oh, I don't want to throw this back. I don't think I can. I'm going to keep it. So they're probably, I don't know, since both of their fetch lands could fetch black, I'm assuming that they have black as a splash color. So, like, I might see a Thoughtseize here. Shalai. What the fuck does Shalai do? You, planeswalkers you control, and other creatures you control have hexproof. That's annoying. Double surgical. I think I want to just take the Shalai. Doomsday and a Brainstorm make my game plan somewhat resilient to surgical. So, like, I'm just gonna hope that I can, I might have to take a risk or a non-deterministic line, but I'm kind of just gonna hope that I can, yeah, sure, that I can beat one surgical extraction. Yep, you got my Thoughtseize. Proud of you, bud. Real proud. Should probably talk less. So now I'm just waiting. Waiting and baiting. I'm probably never going to get Threshold for this Cabal Ritual, but I don't think it's going to matter much. So if I can draw another land, and they don't have a Hate Bear, which they don't right now, so that's good. Another land. That's another land. Alright, so let's think here. If I go Ritual, Doomsday, Brainstorm, drawing so theoretically I would be drawing tendrils, drawing, like, if I draw like Petal, Ritual, draw 4, no, see, I'm gonna need, I think I need one more mana source here, because I could do it, I think I could do it if yeah, no, I need another mana source. So I'm just going to pass. At least I have this Echoing Truth, so if you get something down, I can try and bounce it. Here comes something. Dahlia. I'm probably just going to make a move now and just fetch. Just so it comes in untapped. I could get Wastelanded or something, but another Brainstorm. Well, I can play that at least. Those are good draws. The problem is now that I can get my Dark Ritual surgical. So I'm just going to play this and pass. And hopefully I don't get Wastelanded or locked out somehow. And then, ooh, they could surgical my Brainstorm too. That would be annoying. What are we gonna see? Night. Okay. So in my upkeep, I need to crack this and get my basic swamp. GT. Alright. Because I don't want to draw whatever I put back on top, which I think was another land. Okay. Basic swamp. Okay, can we good draw here? LED is a decent draw. This is an interesting situation. I wonder if I can get them. I don't want them to surgical my brainstorm. I'd rather they surgical my dark rituals. But I think I need to go for it. So, like, I kind of want to dark ritual Doomsday and hope that they surgical the ritual. And I can always no, I'll die if I try and do a pass a turn pile. Well, I'm going to die soon regardless, right? So I could fire off the brainstorm in response to the surgical on it and hope to draw another cantrip. So let's do this. Dark Ritual Doomsday. They might hold it and hope to shuffle me, in which case I'm just playing the odds. Oh, they let me have it. Okay. In this case, I don't want to crack that LED at all if I can avoid it. So I think I just want to do like Lotus Petal. Let me think here. I definitely need an Infernal Contract. I'm just trying to think if I can get away with like maybe 2 Infernal Contracts just to really up my odds of hitting it. Another Dark Ritual. I could cut the Lotus Petal. Rit. 3, 6, 7, 8. Like maybe 3 Rits and 2 Infernal Contracts. Although I probably shouldn't make my... I shouldn't get too Rit crazy here. Well, actually, yeah. Sorry. This is a, oh, I only have the 1 draw 4, which is fine. I will just live with this. Do I have the Conjurer's Bauble? Let's try this. I think this will be sufficient. I'm really hoping. First things first. Cast this ritual. They're debating about when to use the surgical. If they surgical now, I can brainstorm a response. Which they didn't, of course. So, fingers crossed. Here we go. Shooting it off. This is where we get surgical. Yeah, think real hard about it, my dude. Oh, they just let me have it. Sure thing, fam, sure thing. Okay, well, I guess that means you're dead, right? Think that means they're dead. Huh. I think I want to do this. Now you're searching my brainstorm. Fine and dandy. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come now, baby. This guy sucks at magic. Now, look how dead he is now, baby. Okay. See, the trick there was to avoid putting, like, cards that are in my deck in my graveyard, so that, they can't make my deck smaller than 4 cards, so I can actually draw it. Boom. Shreked. So unless their last card's a Mind Break Trap, which doesn't look like it. Alright. My sound effects seem really fucking loud right now. In my ear holes. That's better. This mute button's a godsend. Alright. So I think my sideboarding is fine. So don't think I'm going to change anything here. Although, no, I don't think so. Just gonna run it back. This is an interesting hand. Doesn't fucking do much. If I had a black mana source, it would be good. And it's almost tempting to try and draw the black mana source. Especially considering that I do have the Massacre. So, like, once I find the black mana source, I might be okay. As long as they haven't cast the fucking Shalai by that point. Whatever. I'm gonna YOLO it. YOLO. YOLO tit. The Hierarch. Okay. Yay. That's my boy. Black mana boy. Alright. So I'm just gonna start with a Valk.
into the bauble, and it'll be a bit of a pain in my dick if the if they play a big Thalia, but I doubt they're gonna play a big Thalia. Not on turn 2. Turn 2 is for small Thalias. Oh, maybe they don't have a second land. Canonist, that's a good one. Canonist is a good one. Alright, give me a good draw here, and I might be able to just kill him. That's a good draw. I think I might be able to just kill him. Oof, they don't have a plains. That's a big oof. Alright, I guess I'm just doing that and passing. I really need them to make a plains. Mommy? Mommy dearest? I guess I'm I'm drawing with this bauble here. I'd laugh kind of hard, to be honest, if they never played a plains. Like, that would be just my luck. Okay, chain's a good draw, because I can get rid of the canonist without them having a plains now. Oh, I should have fucking played that. I'm an idiot. Can I still do it? 1, 2, 3. I think I'll be okay. I'm just gonna chain this boy right now. Get chained. Yeah, well, that thing still has summoning sickness. Now's the time. But I definitely would have been smart to do that on end step when I drew it. Give me a good draw. Very good draw. And we'll just go for it. Hope they don't have anything. Because it ain't getting better. I'll have to think about my game plan here. I guess so. If they surgical me, I can grab something else. They might just not have surgical. It's possible. Crack this for red. Infernal Tutor on the stack. It kind of seems like they're F6'd. I need to get a ritual here. So I'm just going to go for it, and if they have it, they have it. Alright, now just fucking gas them. Give them the drills. Alright. Okay. So that felt okay. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I got time for more. I got time. Like the fucking Mr. Incredible. Let's check the queue again. Oh, someone's waiting. Let's see who it is. So I will play first. Huh. I don't think I can throw this back. I think it is a reasonable possibility that this hand ends up going like LED tutor for wish for empty. But as long as I don't get wastelanded, which might happen, But so we'll see. They might not want a wasteland because it's going to be tempo negative, very tempo negative for them. But they might anyway. They are going for it. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll just hope to draw another land, which I didn't. Land. That's a land. It's a good land. I doubt they drew any more things I can duress. So I'm just going to hold on to this. I'm not going to crack it to give me a marginally higher probability of drawing another land. And the upside, of course, if I rip a Dark Ritual, then I can duress and do other stuff. They also might have Diamond. It's possible that they have what the fuck is the card called? Tabernacle in their main deck. And then I get blown out by empty, but so they're just playing the knight right away. I wonder why. Just to get the fat fucking beater going, I guess. Land, mana source, something good. Mana source. Okay, so I don't really have a better game plan than the one I described. So I'm just going to hope they don't have Tabernacle in their main deck. A lot of these lists don't have Tabernacle in their main deck because it's another janky ass land that doesn't really make mana. And in a lot of matchups, it's not that good. So So I'm just going to try for this and hope it's good enough. Even though it's only going to be 10 goblins. It's not that many fucking goblins. It's kind of an uncomfortably low number of goblins, in fact. But if they don't have Tabernacle, it might get there. And I'm not going to get a better line, I don't think. Although, arguably, I could have tutored for another... I could have tutored for another LED first. So this will kill them in 3 turns if they don't have Tabernacle. If they do just have the Tabernacle, I'm just going to concede. Maze of Ith. Okay. It's fine. So this puts them to 12. The next one will do another 7 or 6. So I might need a few more turns than normal to kill him, but hopefully they just don't have much going on. Brainstorm's a good draw. Come in with all of them. So they block 1, bounce 1. The upside of them bouncing 1 back is that it gives me a blocker, I guess. But so they're buying themselves a lot of time. I wonder if they're going to get like Bojuka Bog or something. Cabal Pit. Okay, you're making life hard for me. Making it real hard for me to kill you. Buying yourself a lot of fucking time. I would love to find a Pass in Flames or something here, and so I could try and finish the job. Teague, well, that's going to make finishing the job hard. Yep, they might have stabilized here. Alright. Well, shit happens. I think I want like all of these cards. Cut my Duresses. Cut a couple Ponders maybe. Let's try it. That's the Bryant Cook way. Likes to cut Ponders versus Chalice decks. I'm not a huge fan of cutting Ponders in any deck that has Doomsdays in it, but considering that I had access to both my basics, and they didn't seem to have Tabernacle in their main deck, probably Infernaling for another LED was the correct play there. This hand would be spectacular if it had a mana. You know, if it had an initial mana source. Yeah, I mean, I gotta keep this. I can't throw this one back. It's a pretty good draw. But I'm not gonna draw it, right, at this rate. They kept 7. I'm just gonna Thoughtseize on turn 1. I think I have to do this, like this. Because, oh my god. Alright, well, that was fun, but I don't care enough. How many play points I got left? 10, yeah, so I can do one more queue on the with my event tickets, but so right now I'm kind of feeling like there's not this list, like it does some things that I like, but the way the wish board is set up, like I don't have adequate answers to some of the stuff that I'm facing. Like I don't have a wishable slot for to beat Chalices. I don't have a wishable slot to beat Gaddock Teague. I could solve both those problems with Consigned to Oblivion, but I don't know about that card. So it kind of just like the deck is crowded and the Burning Wishes make the sideboard crowded, and it kind of makes me wish I was playing like either Infernal Tutors or Burning Wishes, because playing Infernal Tutors in the main deck too makes me want to like have a wishable Pass in Flames line. Oh my god, this hand is good. I can't. It's like I can't throw it back. It's really close to being busted. So, well, I have no idea what that Marsh Flats could entail. Could be fucking anything. That's not quite the draw I wanted to see. A Lotus Petal off this would be nice. Hey, there it is. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna fucking jam here. Because that seems to be the thing to do. There aren't that many blue decks that play Marsh Flats. And if they counter this, which they might be doing, I still have a land on top, so next turn I can draw the land and try and go for it again. They might be brainstorming just for the fake out, though. That's another possibility. Marsh Flats in the underground, so you could be like black-blue Reanimator or something like that. Oh, they forced it. Force pitching Ponder. Okay. Well, hopefully I don't get Thoughtseized on my turn, and I'll just draw my next land, and try again next turn. It should be fine. I wonder if this is like an Esper Miracles or Esper Stoneblade list. Down comes Stoneforge Mystic. So yeah, I'm just gonna jam again. I'm gonna hope they don't have another. If they have another Force and blue card, you know, like sometimes they just have it. Not much you can do about that. Can't win them all. And by that I mean I'll be tilting on the inside. So this should be good. I don't think it really matters much what color mana I use to pay for that. Yeah, okay. So they didn't have it. I don't really have much I want to board in against this matchup. There's an argument for like boarding in the petition or some empties or something. But empty is not that good. Well, actually, now that I think about it, they didn't go right for the Batterskull, so maybe they don't play the Batterskull. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to just play. Just hit submit. Because like one option would be doing what I sometimes do against Miracles, where you cut all your Burning Wishes and you bring in like the Bargain, the Doomsday, the Tendrils, and the Dark Petition. And kind of change the texture of the deck a little bit. You could also try and lean more into empties and do like small empties, but if they do have Batterskull, or even against GT, it's just not that great. There's an argument for bringing in Chain of Vapor or Echoing Truth as an out to like Meddling Mage or Everstorm Canonist that they sometimes play. But I don't want to like cut into my discard for those. I could cut into my cantrips, but that makes Doomsday worse. I think this hand is acceptable. We're gonna be slow rolling, trying to find some land, some discard, hopefully drawing more cantrips. You're gonna try and just, get some shit done. They probably have Thoughtseizes. Now that I think about it. Maybe empties would have been better. Like now I'm gonna get my my Burning Wish duress. Well, on the other hand, they're probably playing Mentors too. Oh, they didn't take the Burning Wish. Interesting. Okay. That's a pretty good draw. Hardcast Infernal Contract is pretty good against these kinds of decks a lot of the time. So. I can even cast that as soon as next turn if I wanted to. Although I don't think it's what I want to be doing. The fact that they don't have a turn 2 play, like I'm not going to get clocked, is why the Hardcast Infernal Contract is pretty good against these kinds of decks. Another Brainstorm's a good draw, so I'm going to try shoot one off now. Not bad. Put that back, and I think I'm going to put that back. So having the 2 business spells kind of insulates me against discard a little bit. And it also, like, that draw 4 is probably going to be my discard spell. And so I don't want them to be able to take my discard spell. Especially considering I don't have a wishable discard spell right now. So I'm going to need that to try to clear the way here. Part of the reason they may not have played a turn 2 like clock like Stoneforge Mystic because I wanted to be able to hold up the brainstorm. So we might see a clock now. Okay, seeing the Thoughtseize. And this is fine. I think probably going to take the Lion's Eye Diamond, but maybe one of the other spells. Taking the LED probably turns off Inferno. Oh, they just took the Infernal Tutor. Interesting. Okay. So, depending on what they do, this draw 4 now is probably just going to get countered. Which I kind of am expecting and kind of wanting. But they might not counter it. I feel like it's such a huge amount of cards that they need to counter it. Yep, they're just flustering it. Okay. Again, that was kind of what I expected. I mean, I would have preferred it resolve, but there's a chance they don't counter it because it doesn't actually win me the game, and I tapped out for it. Which is another reason why it's so good, is sometimes people just don't counter it, and that drawing 4 cards is just bonkers. Especially against a deck that's not putting a fucking clock on me. I wonder if I'm gonna get clicked or something here. Nope, still nothing. I think I wanna. I could brainstorm here. I could wait. I could also cast my Burning Wish and just get Doomsday. Or I could not cast anything. But I kind of want to keep the pressure up, per se. Although maybe not doing anything is going to bait them into not, or into trying to make a move. I don't know. I'm going to go with not doing anything because spending the brainstorm is high risk if I don't find the fetch land for it. Tapping out for a click on my end step. Okay. I guess I'm brainstorming. Yeah, the end step click. Ye old end step click. Interesting. I don't really want them to have either Burning Wish or Doomsday. I'm just going to put them both back. Because they kind of, neither of them, well, I guess maybe letting them take the Doomsday is better. I don't know. I feel like they're just not going to take anything. They might take the LED. Saying the LED would actually be okay. Actually, that's probably the best thing for me that they could have done. So now I can try on my turn and go Ritual, Doomsday. And if they counter it, then I can go Ritual, Burning Wish. And that's going to be lethal, I think, if I can get the tendrils off. There's the Stoneforge Mystic. So they left up the Underground Sea, which probably means Flusterstorm. Hopefully not a discard spell. So I'm hoping that they don't have another they don't have 2 counter spells, which is entirely within the realm of possibility. But I got nothing to lose. I'm not going to get a better chance here. And on the off chance that they don't have anything, then I'm just going to fucking give them the blades. Brainstorm, okay. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be well lethal if they have a counterspell, and obviously if they can't do anything, then it's not going to be lethal at all. So, what's it gonna be? Forcing it. Alright, force pitching Flusterstorm. I really hope they don't have force in a blue card. But if they do, then they fucking earned it. Alright. That was pretty good. I got time for one more, I think. Still no one in the queue. I'm not gonna wait in the queue. I'm gonna host another match. Alright, got a game pretty quick. And I won the die roll. Huh. This hand's real fucking sluggish. This isn't great, but I also don't want to maul, so I'm gonna try keeping it. And I'm just gonna kind of slow roll here. I don't think I want to even ponder on turn one. I'll hold up the brainstorm. As discard defense. That's a pretty good draw. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. I guess I'm going to see what they got going on. So I'll Thoughtseize. This is probably another blue-white control kind of deck. But it could be combo. So Jason Flusterstorm. So this is probably Grixis control. I'm going to take the Fluster. I'll leave them with the Jace. I'm just going to hope that I can, pull a win together before the Jace becomes relevant. So I'm going to get an Underground Sea here, and I'm going to Ponder. And a Duress and a Petal, those are good draws. So I want both of those. But what I really want, I want this Brainstorm to be able to draw into my pile, and for that I'm going to need a ritual or something to get things going. So there's the Baleful Strix. So I'm going to crack this, grab my other Underground Sea, I think, and I'm going to Duress again. So Jace and a Ponder, and a Fatal Push. So that Ponder can turn into anything, which is kind of why I want to take it. But I also don't want them to land Jace, which is going to come soon. Because if Jace comes down, I could very well get buried in cards. So you're another Ponder. I also don't want to get himmed, but I do have the Brainstorm, which will somewhat protect me from him. I can think about trying to make a pass the turn pile. Pass the turn storm piles are not, they don't come easy with this deck. Oh, so here comes the him. So, good thing I held on to this Brainstorm. The Infernal Contract's a good draw. The Duress is a good draw. Crap. What do I want to do? I think I want to save my Doomsday. I'm going to do this. Cross my fingers. We'll see what they fucking puke up here. Both cards I probably would have rather they didn't take from me. But at least now I can duress their Jace and not get fucking buried here. Alright, so I got the Jace. So, let me think now. I could conceivably cast Doomsday. The issue is going to be, like, what am I doing with it? Certainly not fucking winning. I don't think. I'm trying to think of like what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's not gonna cut the mustard. So the easiest pass the turn pile with this deck, and by easiest I mean like most straightforward, is you draw your pile with the draw 4. So you cast a draw 4, and then your pile is like ritual, bauble, tendrils. So draw 4, ritual, bauble, tendrils. And you play your rituals, tendrils, bauble the tendrils back, and tendrils again. But the pile itself, you need 3 to cast your draw 4. Other 1 to start your 2 rituals. And your 2 rituals only make 5 mana, and one of them needs to go towards the bauble, and then 4 of them need to go towards casting the first tendrils. So you need like 7 mana besides that. So like I would need more rituals in hand to be able to get anywhere. So I'm kind of boned. Like I'm not in a good spot. And that was not the land that I meant to grab. But so I feel like I messed up somewhere. Obviously that hymn was kind of hurtful. But Infernal Tutor's a good draw. Well, no, not really. Like it's not doing anything for me right now. If I can draw a ritual, then I can tutor for another ritual, or even an LED. I can tutor for another one, and try to kind of get something going. But now that they've cast a cantrip now, so I'm gonna be in a bad spot. If they him me, I'm probably just gonna scoop. If I get hit with another him, I'm just gonna scoop because I don't want to give away any more info than I already have. But yeah, they're way ahead now. I probably have to get pretty lucky to not run into counter magic whenever I try to go off. And I'm going to run out of time pretty quick, too. Another Strix. It's a good draw. I guess I'm going to stick to the plan here. Just tutor up a Dark Ritual. Huh. at 17 now. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm still short. So I think my game here, I'm gonna have to pass the turn again. So I'm gonna be real lucky if they haven't drawn counter magic. And then I'm gonna hard cast Doomsday, and then try and concoct a pass the turn pile. What is this? Another Strix? Okay. Another Strix, the 4th fucking Strix. Alright, so that makes things a tad more difficult because Burning Wish, interesting draw. Well, I have a winning line from here. So I'm gonna jam it. I think it's a winning line. Yeah, it is. So they're not countering the Burning Wish, so I'll get my Cruel Bargain. Cast a Dark Ritual. Doomsday. I find it very hard to believe that they don't have the kill here, but and the last card doesn't matter much. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's gonna be lethal no matter what. So is there a card I want to hide? Maybe Past in Flames. Done. You know, like, what are the chances that they haven't drawn more counter magic? Very slim, in my opinion. I'm certainly going to keep going here, but I find it hard to believe I'm not going to get flusterstormed. Huh. Look how good I am at Magic. Wow. I can't believe they didn't find more counter magic. No matter how hard I cough, I can't fucking get any shit to come out. I got fucking throat full of cum. Mucus. Not cum. It could be cum. I won't tell you. Alright, so game plan here, what I want to be doing against these kind of decks is just bring in and empty the warrants. And probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to shave a Ponder. And I'm going to shave a Cabal Ritual. I'm going to try that. Alternatively, I could shave Doomsdays. In fact, I could... I don't even know what I fucking sent in. I might want to actually just be shaving Doomsdays there. Well, not anymore, probably. This hand can make some goblins, so I'm going to try this. If I draw a Lotus Petal, then I'm just going to jam goblins. Not a Lotus Petal. Alright, I'm just going to Ponder then. I'm not getting him next turn anyway. There's Lotus Petal. So hopefully I don't get thought seized, which is a possibility. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen like that. I'm going to brainstorm right now because there's a chance they think I don't have lands and they get sloppy and fire counterspell off on this brainstorm, which they didn't do. That's fine. That second petal is a good draw, though. I'm going to put that back, and I'm going to put the... I guess I'm putting the Ponder back. Cast that. Cast that. Crack it. Crack that. All on the floor. Crack that. Give me some more. And I think I'm going to cast one Dark Ritual right now. I don't know if this is the right play. I'm not very good at sequencing my rituals and stuff. There's a chance they just counter that. I'm going to Thought Seize now, though. See what I can snag. This might get flustered or something. Okay, interesting. So they fluster that. So if they have a second fluster, I can still pay for a few copies. No. On the empty. But if all they have is a Force of Will, then they're just fucking getting the blades. Now I don't even it may just be wrong to cast that. Okay. Because if they counter it, then I can't cast my empty this turn. But it's gonna let me pay for more copies of Fluster if they have a second one. So now I got a lot of goblins, and I can pay for. I guess they don't have a second Fluster. They might force one of them, but they might also just have Marsh Casualties or Toxic Deluge or some shit, and I die. But I could have paid for, what, 5 copies of Empty there, which is still a 2-turn clock, so. Yeah! Alright. Well, sorry about all the coughing and shit. I'm just fucking full of throat yogurt today. But I'm gonna be calling it quits for now. Video's gonna go up on YouTube like normal. Fucking follow me wherever I roam. YouTube, Twitch, like whatever, dog. I don't give a shit. Just do whatever you feel like, man. I definitely like some of what this list has to offer, though. So I'm gonna keep exploring. And we'll see where it takes me. So, thanks for watching. Now, fuck off.